नमस्ते, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया। I am JVN Dr. Anamika Agarwal, Associate Professor in the Department of Science and Technology at Devati Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today I am going to take the lecture on the subject named System Analysis and Design, and today's session is Effective Modular Design. A modular design basically reduces complexity and result in easier implementation by encouraging parallel development of different parts of a system. So in this functional dependency is important. So the concept of functional dependency is a direct growth of modularity and the concepts of abstractions and informations hiding. And if we want to design software so that each module addresses a specific subfunctions of requirements and has a simple interface when viewed from other parts of the program structure, at that time functional independence is achieved. In this, the software with effective modularity is easy to develop because function may be compartmentalized and interfaces are simplified. So independent modules are very much easier to maintain just because secondary effects caused by design or code modification are limited. So and of course it is error propagation is reduced and reusable modules are possible. Or you can say in short, functional dependency is a key for good design, and design is the key to software quality. What I am saying is functional dependency is a key for good design, and design is the key to software quality, right? So independence is measured using two criteria: cohesion and coupling. Cohesion is what? Cohesion is a measure of the relative functional strength of a module, and a cohesive module performs a single task within a software procedure, and we always strive for high cohesion, although the mid-range of the cohesion is often acceptable. So the cohesion may be represented as a spectrum, and at the low end of the spectrum we encounter a module that perform a set of tasks that relate to each other loosely is called coincidentally cohesive, and a module that performs tasks that are related logically is logically cohesive. Okay, so when module contains tasks that are related by the fact that all must be executed with the same span of time, so this is called a temporal cohesion, and same span is for the time being. Okay, so when processing element of a module are related and must be executed in a specific order, this is called as a procedural cohesion exists. So when all processing elements concentrate on one area of a data structure, the communicational cohesion is present, and high cohesion is characterized by a module that performs one distinct procedural task. And the second one is the coupling. Coupling is a measure of interconnection. In the cohesion, you can see here it is a measure of relative functional strength. Okay, so but in coupling it is a measure of interconnection, that means a relative interdependence among modules. So the coupling depends on the interface complexity between modules, the point at which entry or reference is made to the module, and what data pass across the interface. So in software design we strive for lowest possible coupling, and this coupling is characterized by passage of control between modules is called control coupling, and in a figure control flag means a variable that controls decisions in a subordinate or superordinate module. It passes between modules And when modules are tied to the environment external to software, high levels of coupling occurs. Like example, I/O couples a module to specific devices, formats, and communication protocols. We are talking about external coupling. It is an essential but should be limited to a small number of modules with a structure. And this high coupling also occurs when number of modules reference a global data area. And this common coupling is the, as is this mode is called, and it's show in this figure like C, G and K. In this I already discussed this cohesion coupling in previous video also, so you can go through that video also. So means the disk is globally accessible memory, where these modules are. So these modules are of course interconnected between them. So the higher degree of coupling, like content coupling, occurs when one module makes use of data or control information. This is maintained within the boundary of other modules. Okay, this is all about today's session. Thank you. This session powered by digital version, Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.